what stage is that?
Yeah, like.
Does she know she's pregnant yet?
They
It's still in the
know.
conceptual stage,
Okay,
okay? Because the first 3 weeks is called the conceptual age. Okay, the first 3 weeks, it's called the conceptual phase. What did I get to my little thing here? It's called the germinal stage.
right here. You see it?
Okay. Or it's called the pre-embryonic stage, like what's in your book. But there's other names out there, so you have to know all of those names. Hmm? This is chapter 2. As I didn't send you this one. This is the one, remember, I'm reading it at the same time you are. Okay? I'm reading it at the same time you are. So these are my notes that I took whenever I was going through the PowerPoints. Okay? Now, I'll be glad to send this to you as we go on. You're not gonna remember it if I just tell you. Okay?
What
Yes.
are the 14 days related to in this?
Here's my ovary. It has a mature follicle in it. Days 1 through 14. It's getting ready to pop out. Day 14, it pops out. Day 16, I can be fertilized. It usually takes about 2 days to travel up to the egg. Did that answer your question? When we have, there's a wheel that you're gonna be learning how to use. And it always goes on 14th day fertilization or ovulation. Okay? So the 4th week through the 8th week, now I am no longer a conceptus. I'm considered an embryo. Okay? My baby is now an embryo. This is the stage where I'll start seeing the gestational sac. I'll see the gestational sac first. I'll see the yolk sac second. I'll see a heart rate right after that. Because the heart starts beating 35 days after fertilization. Okay? From the 9th week up to the 40th week, my baby is considered a fetus. Okay? My baby is considered a fetus. Okay, now during the fetal period, we have already learned when we studied the renal, that the renals and the testes and the ovaries and my female reproductive system and my male reproductive system develop from the same duct, the mesonephric duct. Okay, for females, then it develops from the Mullerian duct, and for males, it develops from the Wolffian duct. Okay? But there's other things that can happen. Agenesis, I have none. Okay? Like if I have no kidney, I only have one kidney, look down there to see if there's anything abnormal. Females is a lot easier. I don't do it to the males. Okay, I'm not going to have them pull their pants down and set up for that. Okay, duplications. I can have 2 uteruses. I can have 2 cervix. I can have 2 vaginas. If I see something wrong with my kidney, I'm going to look and see if I have a duplication of my uterus. Okay, obstruction. If I have say I only have 1/2 of a uterus. Well, that 1/2, because I don't have the other half, it's kind of off balance a little bit. The ligaments aren't holding it up like they should be, and it could press against my ureters because my ureters are posterior to the uterus. Everything's posterior to the ureters, right? Because my ureters and my kidneys are retroperitoneal. So everything's on top of them. So if I have too much pressure on my ureter, then the urine can't get out of my kidney and get to my bladder because it's got too much compression on it. And so that causes a backup of urine in my kidney, and that's called hydronephrosis. If it's just dilated to the point where it's just my ureters, and we don't see the ureters, they're too small. We only see the ureters when there's something wrong with them. And we could have a hydroureter, meaning my ureter is dilated. Okay? Or I can have a partial absence, such as a unicolus. Okay, we've already kind of gone over hydronephrosis. Hydronephrosis is what?
The fluid in
The fluid inside the kidneys is too big. Okay, now when we look at the kidneys, you know, it's kind of scalloped like this, okay? Think of it as a glove, okay? Think of it as a glove. And if this is anechoic, 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 then I have hydronephrosis. Because that's the minor and the major calyces can't get rid of the urine, and it can back up into the kidney. Ovarian, well, this is really uterine, okay? Ovarian, I can have cyst. So let's talk about uterus. Uterus is, this should not be under ovarian, it should be under uterus. Okay, let's break down the words. Hydro, water. Metro, come on guys, help me. Uterus, okay? But here you have a new one. Colpus, vagina. So I have water in my uterus and in my vagina. Okay? That is usually caused from a hymen that is, a hymen is just a sheet of paper. It's just a membrane that covers at the base of the vagina. Right at the opening of the vagina. Okay? So that little piece of paper has a hole right in the middle of it. That hole allows blood to come out during my menses. But sometimes I might not have that hole. So we get 16, 18-year-olds that come in, they've never had a cycle, and they have hydrometrocolpus. It's just backed up blood.
Wow, is that common?
Yes, it is very common. Yeah, hydrometrocolpus. Oh, is it already time? It's past time. Okay, so what we're gonna do for this, I want everybody to complete the worksheets. And this is due on Wednesday. When y'all come back, we'll review. Because you're supposed to have a test on this on the 2nd. On Wednesday. So what we do that, and we'll do a little quiz, and then we're done. We'll review the first part, and the last 30, 15 minutes, we'll do a little quiz. Wednesday. Huh?
Right there. Is it?
Yeah, I have Friday as chapter 3.
We have the other exam.
I'm sorry.
It says Wednesday, yep, right.
No, just a minute.
We have another test.
This
Yeah,
is,
I have it as 9/11. Do you not have this one?
Yeah.
I thought I only sent out one.
It's under the, it comes with the syllabus.
Send it out again?
No, you sent already.
I don't have it.
It's all the way down in the last 2 pages, I guess. It looks like this, you see it?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, she talked about another one.
So, do that,
It comes with the syllabus.
turn it in,
Yeah, she
we'll have a
said,
little review, have a little quiz, and then we're done. Then we'll start chapter 3. Remember, I'm here for you
Oh,
to
it's
get the
quiz.
information, not to fail you. My job is to make sure you get the information. I'm not like a lot of instructors where we're here and if you get it, you fail. I've got a totally different mindset. I'm here for you to learn the material so you can succeed.
Thank you.
If you fail, it's your own fault. There's nothing I can do for you,
I don't have this.
okay?
So-
Okay, y'all go take a break.
Yeah.
Come back at 12:15 because you have